Here's the original setup where some zinc chloride is put into a crucible, then a microburner is used to melt it. So the melting point of zinc chloride is a little under 300 degrees Celsius, so it's pretty easy to melt. Here this is sped up about 8 to 16 times as fast, so you can see that melt very quickly, and that is a boiling salt. So it's liquid zinc chloride, and you can see the little particles coming off of that. So after it was molten, I hooked up two graphite electrodes to two 9-volt batteries in series, so 18 volts across this. Now, I obviously couldn't do this with the microburner on, and so then the liquid kept freezing. So what I did is what you're going to see in a second. I redid this where it's on top of a hot plate instead. So here's the electrolysis setup. We have two 9-volt batteries hooked up in series to give us 18 volts. And that's going through the liquid zinc chloride here. And on that yellow lead, zoom in, you can just see the bubbling going on. Very slow. So definitely not like the other, but you can see a little bit of the bubbling there. That's the chlorine gas, which means that our black lead should be building up some zinc metal on it. So we'll test that in a little bit. So now we're going to go ahead and test to see if we actually form some zinc. So this is concentrated hydrochloric acid. Now, on the end of this is some of the molten zinc chloride is solidified, and so now we have to dissolve that zinc chloride in the hydrochloric acid before it'll react with the zinc metal that hopefully it's plating this. But let's go ahead and dip this in and see if we see any bubbling. And we're definitely seeing some hydrogen gas evolved. So there's our zinc metal from electrolysis of molten zinc. So we have a success. It's from about 10 minutes of electroplating. So here I have zinc chloride aqueous solution, and you can see that when I put this in, you get a lot of bubbling on the one, which is probably your chlorine gas. The other one we should be forming zinc, zinc. Much more rapid than when we did the molten. So the yellow lead is where the chlorine gas is being evolved. That means that this one should be coating in zinc, and you can see a little bit of discoloration there at the end. So what we're going to try and do is I'm going to try and dip that into the hydrochloric acid and see if this time we can get some bubbling to occur, indicating that we're producing hydrogen gas. And there it is, very evident. So the electrolysis in the aqueous is working very well. The electrolysis, I guess I should unhook this from the battery. The molten electrolysis, the liquid salt, very slow and difficult to see any signs of success.